Hey everybody, and welcome back to Interrogation, You Will Be Deceived, where we pick back up where we are looking for the suspected bomb or suspicious package at the mall. We have a few detainees, I believe. One of them should be from the terrorist group. There's a lot of words to say right at the start of the video, so I'm definitely not getting any monetization on this video, that is for sure. So let's go ahead and check what's going on with this case. So the only 3 people present at the location specified by the secret chat room conversation were brought in for immediate questioning. As our officers were arriving on the scene, 2 of the individuals found at the scene were involved in a conflict. Daniel Wilson, a security guard working within the commercial complex, forcefully apprehended Bakil Medina and exposed that the latter individual carried a concealed firearm. The third individual, Samantha Lowe, was seen talking to Daniel Wilson by our agents as they were arriving on the scene just prior to the subsequent conflict between Wilson and Madonna, I guess I should say. So Lowe is talking to Wilson. Wilson is a security guard. And then Wilson has a conflict with Madonna. Okay. The chat room conversation revealed that at least one of these individuals was due to signal the successful planting of a timed bomb at a nearby location by being present and seen on the walkway. Experts estimate that the location of the bomb must be extracted within minutes if the bomb squad wants to disable the device in time. Okay, so another timed mission. It's not looking too hot. Seems kind of dicey. But we have time to read all of these, so why can't we just do it in this paused universe we have? So here's Daniel Wilson. He is the security guard. A retired Marine. He takes care of his ailing mother and struggles to keep up with the escalating medical bills. He was operating as a security guard at the location of the incident and one of the 3 people at the scene who could have planted the bomb. He is the person who apprehended Bakil Medina. I'm going to say Medina, but it's Madonna. I don't know, but just forgive me as I say it like 17 different ways. As he has attempted to leave the premises, Wilson appears to be a close friend of Samantha Lowe, who he was entertaining before getting involved in the incident. Wilson frequently visits Christian conservative websites, is an active supporter of gun rights, and firmly opposed to political correctness. Okay, so that's some points. We know that this other group is definitely all about guns, and this guy's all about guns. We also know that he's struggling to keep up with bills, and that's puts pressure on people sometimes where they may do things they may otherwise not do. So some strikes against him right off the bat. We have Samantha Lowe, an interior decorator and animal rights activist. And again, this place, the Liberation Front, uses a chat room that's that appears to be a pet thing. So here she is. She's an animal rights activist, and they have a pet connection. So, engaged to be wed in a month. ISP enforced tracking shows that her IP has accessed Liberation Front content pertaining to claims of oppression of man and beast. Okay, so she has more connection to Liberation Front content. She was engaged in conversation with Daniel Wilson at the time of the incident and was one of the only 3 people at the scene. She has increased premiums on her bank debts, and the bank threatened to cash the mortgage on the flat she shares with her fiance. So, once again, we have someone that has debts. And we have Bakil Medina. I mean, it's just kind of unfortunate for this guy that with a name like that, he has an unfortunate... people are going to be more prejudiced towards him because of opinions about the Middle East. At least that's given by his name, so maybe that's not Middle Eastern. Maybe I'm showing prejudice. But here we go. Let's see. Vakil Madana arrived in the country on a student visa 7 years ago. He enrolled to study materials engineering, but has no record of attendance after his 3rd year at the university. That's a little suspicious that you would just drop out like that. Past the visa's expiration date, he seems to have remained in the country illegally, likely working on the black market. There are very few official records of his activity since. He has been sending regular payments to bank accounts in his home country. He was one of the 3 people at the specified site. Within the developing situation, despite being summoned to not leave the premises, he attempted to flee. He was stopped and held by Daniel Wilson. Okay, so is he a suspect? Did Daniel Wilson apprehend him to kind of like hide the trail that Daniel Wilson is the suspect and that he wants to scapegoat this guy? We see that he has a camera in this picture. So is it possible that he has evidence against Daniel Wilson and Daniel Wilson wanted to stop him? There's no way to know. So let's continue on, I guess, and we'll figure it out as we go. Bring them in, please. 7 minutes on the clock. All right. Well, I guess we'll just start with the first person here. Daniel, do you know why you're here? My file on you is incomplete. I have some questions. Let's talk about the man you apprehended. Who was the woman with you at the mall? Have you heard of the Liberation Front? Okay. Or Daniel, where is the bomb? Let's just start. Daniel, do you know why you're here? I'm assuming it's about the guy I put down in the mall, right? It's about a related investigation with much bigger stakes. You're the main suspect in the terrorist plot. I expect your full cooperation. Now, it's a little bigger than that, guy. What related investigation? This is classified, but we suspect you might have crucial information. It's related to a criminal group active in the city. Someone planted a bomb, and we need to find it. Do I have your attention now? Yeah, let's just hit him right off the bat. No beating around the bush here. Yes, absolutely. You think it has something to do with the guy at the mall? I mean, he didn't freak out. Like, you would think if somebody said, you're under investigation because there's a bomb, that they might be like, there's a bomb? Like, what do you mean there's a bomb? But he seems kind of cool under pressure that he knows there's a bomb. I have some questions. Where are you employed? We already talked about this, but maybe he can give us a little confirmation. At the mall, I work as a security guard. I assume you work at the shop in front of where the incident happened. I read in the file you're a former soldier. I can make sure you'll never find work again if you don't cooperate, Daniel. And you're a former soldier, Daniel? Yes, I used to be with the Marine Corps. Okay. Why did you become a soldier? Why aren't you on active duty anymore? I always thought soldiers were like cops, except that they don't do anything useful on a typical day. Or did you work with explosives? Did you work with explosives during your time in the military? Yeah, grenades, C4, all sorts. Basic training. Is that true? I mean, grenades probably. I would expect like a Marine would know how to throw a grenade. But do they know how to plant C4 charges? Is that a basic training thing? Alright, let's change the subject. We're running out of time already. Let's talk about the man. They're visibly annoyed. I hope you locked up that asshole. What did you notice suspicious on him? Or about him? He was being shifty. Just had that look in his eyes. Don't you ever act on instinct? Kidding? You think I read these papers? I follow my guts all the time. Instincts are deceitful. I follow the rules, laws, and procedures. I do what's necessary on a case-by-case basis. That's true. And I did the same. Okay. And why did you act on your own and not call the police? My training kicked in. I thought people were in danger. Do you do racial profiling a lot as a mall guard? Or is it just what you're used to as a soldier? Or, well, good work, soldier. You got a bad guy. Is it... And I can't back out of this. Like, I know there's no go back. So, do you do racial profiling all the time? Not like that, man. He just looks shifty. Ain't about race. Okay. Who was the woman? just someone I know from high school. Ah, you're getting a little fidgety here. So you know each other. Yeah, we were classmates. She helped me pass chemistry in my senior year. Chemistry like bomb-making chemistry? What can you tell me about her? Not much. Okay, and what was she doing there? Just happened to be passing through. Sure. It's not like you're cheating. Like she's cheating on her fiance with you. Is that it? That's what's going on here, Daniel? Have you heard about the Liberation Front? Yeah, read something about them. Okay, were you forced to cooperate with them? Or what do you think? What do you think about them? A bunch of murderous psychos. That's what a terrorist would say, wouldn't they? Alright, moving on to Samantha Lowe. Samantha, I can't help but notice, like... Look at this guy. This guy looks like a guy. He has an appearance of an actual human being, which has been kind of filtered to look like a drawing. You, however, you are not an actual human being. Unless this is some severe filtering, you look like someone's drawn your face on. Like, they needed an actual female model, and they couldn't find one for this shot. That's what's going on here. Okay, do you know why we brought you here, Mrs. Lowe? Not really. I don't know anything about any of that stuff. There's much bigger stakes at hand. Like, not about the guy with the gun? The gun, you say? Was there a gun involved? Because, Daniel Wilson, or whatever his name was, he didn't mention a gun. No, it's about a bomb, ma'am. A bomb? Oh dear, I'm paying attention, but I really don't know how I can help. See, that's what I'm expecting, where she gets a little freaked out. That's a normal reaction to there being a bomb. I have some questions about you, ma'am. Okay. Are you living in the city? Any family I should know of? Where are you employed? I work as a freelance interior decorator. Okay, we already knew that, sort of, in your files. And were you and Mr. Wilson family friends when you were teens? No, his mother was very sick, and he didn't socialize that much. But he said you were... I thought he said you guys knew each other back in the day. Did it interfere with his schooling? Yeah, I tried to help him with his schoolwork, but he had to work a job too, since her insurance didn't cover her cancer treatment. Okay, so was he really in chemistry class with you then? Let's change the subject. Tell me about the incident at the mall, please, ma'am. With Danny and the guy? Okay, yes, with Danny and the guy. We're running out of time here. Clock's ticking. Do you notice anything suspicious about Mr. Madonna, the other man involved in the incident? I only noticed him when Danny had already pinned him down. Okay. And why were you, and Mr. Wilson there? He said he wanted to talk about something. Confess, I think he said. We never got to it. So let's confirm you and he know each other then. Well, yes, of course. We went to high school together. Yeah, you wouldn't smile when you said that. Like, if a police ask you, do you know this suspect? You would say, yeah, we went to high school. I'm acquainted with him. You wouldn't smile about it unless you were a little more than just high school acquaintances. There's something going on between you two. Let's change the subject. Have you heard of the Liberation Front, ma'am? They're that terrorist group, right? Yeah? And what do you think of them? Because we know that you've ingested some of their material, so to say. You've interacted with their blogs and things. They're awful, right? Are they? Because I happen to know that you've been working with them. Or at least, learning about them. Alright, let me go back to Mr. Wilson. About the man. What did you notice? I'm gonna waste some time here. What did you notice about him? Nothing. Okay, so there was a mention of a gun, but I don't see any yellow items about conflictions about a gun. All right, let's go to you, Mr. Madonna. Looks like you've been a little roughed up a bit. Bakil, you're in a lot of trouble. I will need you to cooperate fully with me. Agreed? I mean, there's no reason to pressure this man. He's already in a lot of trouble. Let's fill in your file first. Tell me about yourself, Madonna. Like what? Any family? Are you living here? In the slums? Yes. Where it's cheap? Okay. Any family I should know of? None in the country. And back home? Just poor farmers. My uncle works in a department store. Okay. And you send them money? When I can. So rarely. I don't want to ask you about terrorists. Like, seems like his eyes are a little open. He understands. Where are you employed, sir? Odd jobs. Nothing official. Okay. That's fine. How did you get in the country? We know he got in the country through a immigration visa about education. So, what were you doing at the mall, sir? Shopping, as people do. And there was a mention of a gun. I got it for defense. I have to live in a very dangerous neighborhood. Did we... Like, there's no information here that he had a gun. Unless I just missed it. So that's not a lie. He admits to having a gun. You'll be facing charges for illegal possession. Let's not add anything to that, shall we? We'll just confiscate the gun and not charge you, but you need to help us, sir. There we go. He's really into it now. Why did you run away from the security guard? Maybe because I had an illegal gun for my protection tucked away? Well, yeah. Do you know the woman that was with the security guard? I have no idea which woman you're referring to. The guard grabbed me quite suddenly. Have you been in contact with the Liberation Front? No, of course not. I only heard of them from the news. And what do you think of them? They're what happens when a culture's dream becomes a nightmare. Okay. I need you to fully cooperate with me, alright? We're gonna use this one, okay? That seems like a threat, but alright. No, it's not a threat. This is not about your immigration status, but about a related investigation, one with much bigger stakes. We suspect you might have crucial information about people smugglers. It's related to criminal group activity in the city. Someone planted a bomb and we need to find it. Very well, I'll help out however I can, but I doubt I have anything. He's fully open. He's committed. Running out of time here. Just wasting time. What were you really doing at the mall, man? I told you, shopping. I literally needed milk and a new light bulb. Okay, I mean, typically in this country, we don't go to the mall for milk and a light bulb, sir, but you know what? You know, maybe the mall's a little different now. I haven't been to the mall in a while. Alright, let's just back it up then. You seem open and cool with me. And you've never been in contact with the Liberation Front? No, you damn racist. I already told you so. Hey, come on now. We're trying to help you, dude. Alright, let's go back to Samantha. Are you living in the city, Samantha? Yes, with my fiance. Any family I should know of? Other than my fiance, my dad, and my sister, no. Is your dad well? Is your sister as pretty as you? Nah, don't ask that in the middle of a bomb investigation. I mean, in fact, don't ask that of your suspects at all. At any time. Is your dad well? Just fine, sure, okay. We might run out of time here. I think it has to be the security guard. It's got to be the security guard. Let's go back and see if we can press him a little more. Some questions for you, sir. They look away in distress. Right, okay. Are you living in the city? Born and raised, I love this place. Okay, enough to bomb it, to make it different, to maybe help it out from your perceived degradation. Any family I should know of? Ah, here we go, here we go. Here's a thing. Just my mom. She's probably really worried why I'm not home right now. Samantha told me about your mother's condition and that you're having some insurance problems. That ain't got nothing to do with any of this. Are you sure? You live with your mother? Yes, I do. She's sick, so I take care of her. Well, those must be expensive bills, sir. I don't want to talk about that. Well, we got a minute 45. You got to start talking soon, sir. About the man? About the woman? She told me that you wanted to confess something to her. What was she talking about? It really isn't important, and I'm not comfortable talking about this. Okay. Well, you know, that's not looking good for you, sir, if you keep being cagey like this. It's about the Liberation Front, sir. Are you being forced to cooperate with them? Are they paying your mother's medical bills if you do these things? No. What sort of question is that? Where's the bomb, Daniel? Huh? No, I don't know. Where's the bomb, Daniel? Okay, we're really running out of time here. We might fail this one. Ah! Why did this increase? Oh, maybe just because... What was the real reason you ran away from the security guard? It's because you had a gun. Where's the bomb, Daniel? I know it's you. So you understand why you're here now? I know! Shut up, timer! About the woman who was with you at the mall. We can get more information about her. What do you want to confess? Okay, this is not going so great. Oh, this is the end. That's it, time over. What did I miss? Interrogation failed. You didn't find the bomb's location in time. Okay. Well, let's I didn't want to click retry mission just yet, so let's try to power through this again. See what we missed. You know why we're here, Daniel? It's much bigger. Someone planted a bomb and we need you to find it. Do I have your attention now, sir? Okay, I have some questions about you. Tell me about your family. You live with your mother? The medical bills must be pretty expensive. And you're employed as a security officer? Okay, I assume you work at the shop in front of where the incident happened? Maybe we didn't ask this question before? Well, no, actually, I was just passing by there. I'm posted 2 floors down. Okay, I read in the file you're a former soldier. Why did you become a soldier? Oh, that was an important question. Duty to protect the great things, this great country and the things in it. Doesn't your sense of duty extend to the people that might be hurt by this terrorist plot, Daniel? Of course it does. Why aren't you on active duty anymore, sir? I asked to be pulled out. I couldn't be away anymore. I had to stay home. About your mother, huh? Is that it? Did you work with explosives in the military? Yeah, grenades, C4, all sorts of things. Okay, sure. Let's go back. So no family other than your mom, huh? Okay. Let's talk about the man. What'd you notice suspicious about him? Why act on your own and not call the police? Do you racial profile people? Maybe we shouldn't be like pressuring him. Maybe we should be, because he's as cool as a cucumber. Maybe we should actually be saying things that are nice to him and trying to open up and say how great he is. Who was the woman? Ah, you know each other? What was she doing there? Just happened to be passing through. What? That's not true. She didn't just happen to be passing through because she told us that you wanted to confess something. That's not true. What can you tell me about her? Not much. Gotcha. And have you heard of the Liberation Front? Yeah, read something about them. And what do you think about them? Just a bunch of murderous psychos. Sure, sure. That's what they would all say. Okay, Samantha, I have some questions about you. Were you and Mr. Wilson friends? Yeah, that's about his sick mother. Sure. Let's go back. Some questions about you, Miss Lowe. Let's go back again. Do you know why we brought you here? It was a bomb, ma'am. Okay, tell me about the incident. Do you know anything suspicious about the man? And what were you and Mr. Wilson up to on that floor? He said he wanted to confess something, and so you and he know each other. We went to high school together. Sure, sure. Have you heard of Liberation Front? Yep, they're a terrorist organization. And what do you think about them? They're awful, right? I mean, you can't say that with conviction, I see. Bikil, you're in a lot of trouble. I need you to cooperate fully with me, okay? Seems like a threat, but alright. This is not about the immigration status. This is about a bomb, sir. Yeah, that's right. You help me however you can. Tell me about yourself. You living in the city? Any family I should know about? You send them money? I'm not going to ask you about terrorist involvement because that's a weird question. How'd you get in the country? Student visa. Now expired. Okay. I'm not going to contact immigration, but work with me here. You'll be speaking to immigration after this. Nope. Open up. Yep, that's right. You help me. I accidentally misclicked there. Probably wasted 5 seconds. What were you doing at the mall, sir? And what about the gun? We'll just confiscate the gun and not charge you. But I need some information from you. Why did you run away? Because of the gun. I gotcha. Do you know the woman? Nope. Have you been in contact with the Liberation Front? Of course not. What do you think about them? Yep. So, let's go back to Mr. Wilson. Let's talk about your mother. Samantha said that she had some medical problems. Got nothing to do with any of this. Are you sure it doesn't, sir? Make sure you never find work if you don't cooperate, Daniel. Oh, now he's getting a little heated. Shit, do you know how hard it was to find this job in the first place? She said that you wanted to confess something. It really isn't important. What did you want to confess, sir? Really isn't important. Did you know each other from high school? Yeah, classmates. Were you forced to cooperate with him, sir? No, what sort of question is that? Ah, come on. No, I do not know. Are we gonna fail it again because I'm stupid? Is that how it is? I'm just stupid? Is it not him at all? I mean, it's gotta be him, right? I mean, it's totally him. What have I not asked him? Yep, I'm out of time again. I'm gonna have to look this one up. I'm gonna have to cheat and look it up, this early case. I'm too dumb to figure out this one mission. What the heck? And I'm a pacifist, so I can't rough him up. That's it. Interrogation failed. You didn't find the bomb's location in time. So now I have to go cheat and look it up and find out what I'm doing wrong. So let's get right to that. Okay, I'm back from cheating. I'm back from cheating and looking up, and I didn't get in the real kind of linear way we should be dealing with him, but we really shouldn't be pressuring him. We should try to be open to him, I believe is what the deal is. So I even mentioned it, should we be being friendly with this guy? Once he starts to shut down, it seems like there's no way to get him to say some of the things that you need to get him to say. So apologies that this episode is taking a little long, but we'll try to rush through it. And if it doesn't work out, you'll probably never see any of this because I just won't record it, and then I'll record something brand new. So, yep. Moving on. Bring them in, please. Alright, Daniel, you know why you're here, sir? Should we ask him that first? It's about a much bigger investigation, sir. Someone planted a bomb and we need to find it, sir. You think it has something to do with that guy at the mall? No, I think it has something to do with you. Let's ask you some questions. First of all, let's ask you about the woman. You know each other? And what was she doing at the mall, sir? Just happened to be passing through. Sure. What can you tell me about her? Not much. Yeah, we'll see if that changes later. My files on you is incomplete. Are you living in the city? Yep, born and raised. You love this place? Yeah, we know. Where are you employed? At the mall. I work as a security guard. Okay. You used to be a soldier? Used to be with the Marine Corps? Yep. And why did you become a soldier? Because you wanted to protect the country? Doesn't your sense of duty extend to the people that might be hurt by this terrorist plot, sir? Of course it does. Yep. Why aren't you on active duty anymore? I asked to be pulled out. Couldn't be away anymore. Had to stay home. Did you work with explosives? Yeah. Alright. Let me ask about your home situation, sir. You live with your mother? And must be some pretty extensive medical bills then. I know you don't want to talk about that, but let's jump right to Samantha Lowe then. Samantha? Tell me about the incident at the mall, ma'am. What were you and Mr. Wilson doing up there? You said you wanted to confess something. And you and he know each other pretty well then? We went to high school together. Isn't there more I can ask her about Wilson? So maybe if we get her to open up a little bit. Little freaked out. This is about a bomb, ma'am. There you go. So that's what I was looking for. You and Mr. Wilson were family friends, and then his mother's illness interfered with his schooling. Sure. Gotcha. I understand. Okay, Mr. Wilson. Let's talk about the woman. She said that you wanted to confess something to her. Oh, that was nothing. I just wanted to ask her to lend me some money. No, I don't think that was it, man. Don't think that was it, man. So let's have a chat. You and me. Let's talk about the man. Yep. What'd you notice suspicious about him? Yep, I do what's necessary on a case-by-case basis. Me too. And why'd you act on your own and not call the police? Good work, soldier. You got a bad guy. See? So we'll just keep like peppering him with the charm offensive. Yeah, there we go. See, his pupils are real wide now. About the woman. What did you really want to confess to her? Come on. Really isn't important. I think it is important, sir. I called her. Wanted to talk to her. Yeah. And what do you want to talk about? Come on, you can tell me. What can you tell me about her? So she's, instead of saying, yeah, not much. Now you tell her that, now she say she's great. A shame most girls aren't like that. So you're pretty close, right? Maybe. Whatever. She's engaged. Has a good life. Don't want to mess that up. The one that got away, huh? There you go. You really like me now. She deserves a good life. I'm not gonna mess with that. And what did you want to confess, sir? Just that she should forget about me if something happened. Alright, let's talk about your mom a little more, man. Let's talk about your mom. Well, let's talk about the Liberation Front. You heard about them? What do you think about them? Bunch of murderous psychos. Yeah? That's it. I know. A bunch of murderous psychos. Okay, down to 3 minutes 15. So, let's talk about your mom again. Said, Samantha told me about your mother's condition, that you were having some insurance problems. That's true. I'm doing the best I can, everything in my power. See, I didn't have all these options before because he didn't like me enough to open up. I didn't have enough badassery to intimidate him. Isn't it hard covering those bills from a security guard salary? It is. They're not paying me much. I've spent most of my life savings, and even that's not enough. And I'm sorry about your mother. It's always a shame when the innocent suffer. Yeah. Worse things happen to random people. It just ain't fair. And so if you went to jail, it'd be a problem, right? You can't do that. She'll die if she doesn't get her medication. Well, I know. Well, it's not my fault. Look, some things just don't add up, Daniel. Like what? Can't deal with your mom's bills. You're worried something might happen to you. Were you forced to sell out to the bad guys, Danny? Fuck, man, I don't know. Fuck, nah. Come on, Danny. Did they pressure you into something bad, doing something bad to save your mom? No, I wouldn't. But I can't let my mom croak either, you know. Well, you know what, Danny? Where'd you say you were employed again? I can make sure you never find work again if you don't cooperate, Daniel. Then what'll happen to your mother? Shit, you know how hard it was to get this job in the first place? I know. So, did you do it, Danny? Come on, Danny. We're so close. Were you forced to cooperate with him, Daniel? Where's the bomb, Daniel? Okay, we had to just click that. Okay. I had to. I'm sorry. They forced me. Better fucking tell me where that motherfucking bomb is, or I swear on all this holy, I'll shoot you right here through the mouth, Wilson. Look, whatever they did, you're not a murderer, and there are dozens of lives on the line. Where's the bomb, Daniel? Look, if this is about your mom, I promise I'll make sure she's taken care of. I swear. There we go. Fuck, fine. See to her, please. The IED is on the 5th floor. Shala's Bits store. 3rd dressing room on the right. Well, we only have a minute and a half, or like minute and 50 seconds to get there, so I think it is gonna explode anyway, so. Achievement unlocked. Let's go to the mall today. So sorry that took so long. Hopefully we can just power through some of the next stuff. The evacuation started as soon as possible. When the bomb squad reached the device, we still had plenty of people to evacuate. We successfully disarmed the device in time, saving dozens of lives. Did we? Because something else just exploded. Was there a second bomb? Oh, there's multiple bombs. Holy crap. Then the news started coming in from all around the city. It wasn't just one bomb. 2 other explosions happened close to the same time ours was set to. Dozens of casualties. Alright, let's work on this press release. Continuing our investigation into the group known as the Liberation Front, the Peace and Stability Special Unit apprehended and questioned several suspects identified through Liberation Front online chat rooms. These suspects had been linked to. So it's interesting, we didn't have to talk to that Madonna guy at all. Like, we didn't even have to touch him. He wasn't important to the story at all. These suspects have been linked to potential terrorist activity, a plan targeting civilians by detonating explosives at the South Bank Mall. Do we come right out and say that they wanted to bomb the mall? Or does that just cause more chaos and terrorism amongst the people? I mean, they've already had bombing, so people know that there are bombs. But if we come out and say there were more bombs, does that make people like more concerned about, oh my gosh, there were multiple bombs, how many more bombs are there? Or do we say, by saying, hey, we thwarted the detonation, does that give some kind of, bonus to the people's outlook? Like, they like the police because the police took down at least one bomb? But I think I'm just going to go with the potential terrorist activity. Like, let's just leave it as vague as possible. Daniel Wilson, male, 27. A security guard has confessed his involvement and has been arrested, awaiting prosecution. At this point, we are working under the assumption that he was working alone. He was part of a larger terrorist cell. I mean, he wasn't working alone. He was definitely working with the Liberation Front. I mean, I don't know if there was, like, people that he was living with and in, direct contact with. If he was living with his mom, so it's not like he was in a house full of terrorists. But it wasn't just a lone guy with a bomb. A former Marine, his criminal acts were motivated by dangerous ideological beliefs, severe PTSD and mental trauma, or blackmail and threats made against his family. Yeah. Blackmail and threats. I don't really know if it was threats. It was more like, hey, we can help you. It didn't seem like they were saying, we'll kill your mother if you don't help with this. At the time of his arrest, blank other potential bombs being placed. We were not aware of other potential bombs being placed. We were tracking down other potential bombs being placed. We knew about other potential bombs being placed. No, I mean, let's be straight up. We were not aware of any other potential bombs. Well, if we're gonna have to call out that there were other potential bombs, clearly this was about bombs. I mean, we can't be vague up here and then talk about bombs down here, because that doesn't make sense. So let's say it was about bombs. We're doing everything possible to neutralize the... I've lost my place. Neutralize other threats that may be active at this time and ask the public to remain calm, avoid public places, inform of any suspicious activities. Yes. Remain calm and also inform us of any suspicious activities. How about that? Jeez. Sorry, boss. It's not your fault, man. We didn't know. We couldn't have known. Why are you apologizing? It's not like it's your fault or ours. See? Thank you, Jennifer. I know. It's just... I feel like we were somehow responsible. Well, we are the department charged with stopping these people who did these very acts. That's not helpful, Tab. So we certainly have some responsibility, if not all of it. We're trying to stop murderers. That doesn't make us in any way responsible for the murders. We're responsible for not doing our jobs well enough. Let's do better from here on out. The blood is on our hands. Now let's do our very best to keep off any more. No. We're trying to stop them. That doesn't make us responsible. Don't give me that face, Tab. Don't give me that face. Good evening, everyone. We need the room, please. Hello, Chief. I have someone here from the City Hall to talk to you. Hey, Tristan Miller. Greetings, Detective. My name is Tristan Miller. I assist Mayor Patel. I've been discussing things with Chief Anderson for a few hours now, but I wanted to directly address you too. These deaths, obviously, they don't look good for any of us. We're relying on your task force to end what is surely the greatest threat to the city, this Liberation Front. Look, it's not about what looks good, sir. When you talk about this doesn't look good for us, that's all about PR optics bullshit, sir. We're talking about people's lives here, so let's not talk about what looks good. Okay? Can we count on your team to achieve this, to make the city safe again? You can. The Liberation Front will be shut down. We'll do our best, but we don't know how deep their network runs. Can't offer any sincere guarantees. We may need more resources to have any chance of dealing with them. No, I mean, we'll do it. Find the bastards doing this as soon as possible. Consider it done. I'll get my team right on it. We'll do our very best. I just hope it's enough. The sooner you get out, the sooner we can get to work. Yep. Consider it done, sir. Give me that stupid grin and that thumbs up. Get out of here. Okay, we get to pick a new trait. Speed Demon. You have more time to interrogate, but cannot access files during or before interrogations. No, I like reading the files. Profiler, you get to see exactly the numbers, like in their heart rate and stuff. I don't know if that really helps, but... Intimidating Presence. No, I mean, we're already a known pacifist, so it seems like if you pick known pacifist, you shouldn't get Intimidating Presence. Like, you can be like just a scary pacifist. You've keenly studied extremist ideology and may use that knowledge when talking to people with radical convictions. You know how to make your suspects endure more physical punishment before they pass out? Yeah, incompatible with known pacifists. There we go, that's what I'm talking about. That shouldn't be possible. Requires intimidating presence. You've mastered the cruel practice of framing your subjects for crimes they have not committed, and you can press the accusations to your advantage. No. Profiler sounds interesting, where we can say, like, hey, we know exactly how they're feeling right now, but I don't know if that really gives us much. I think the scholar of ideology and knowing all about radical convictions is a little better, so let's pick that. Alright, here we go. So, let's see what we want to put you people on, or what we want to spend some money on. Comprehensive evaluation of the agents, giving us an exact assessment of their morale level. Oh yeah, because I can't actually figure out... I don't know the numbers. I don't know who's good at what. Oh crap. Like, I need that. Give me that money. Oh, and I don't know it. It doesn't give it to me right now. I have to, like, only get it next time. Oh, man. Alright, so I'll just have to wing it then. Reward them for job well done. I don't think they want that right now. Receive key advice and PR support. Civil asset forfeiture, so we get overtime. I think we need to take the agents out on the evening of team building. Let's try to boost morale, guys. And maybe you can also deal with some therapy. How about that? So Jennifer, you're the well, Mordecai. I need you to run down some things. Pursue an informant. Hit the streets, talk to people, press your existing contacts. Try to find someone that has an intel line about this liberation front. That's what you're good at, Mordecai. You go do that. Tab, I need you to do things by the book again. Like, you failed at this last time, so go ahead and do that. Jennifer, work with the DA or consult the explosive forensics. Work with the district attorney to bring charges to the animal care chat room. Sorry, I had to scratch my nose, and to do that, I had to let go of the mouse. Because my other hand is underneath a cat right now, and I'm not allowed to lift it up because he's so heavy. Work with the district attorney to bring charges to the animal care chat room. That if the Liberation Front used, have them pay damages for at least facilitating terrorist operations. I mean, did the chat room know? I don't know if the chat room knew. That's the problem. So maybe you can try about the forensics experts. Consult with them. See what they can tell you. Hey, boss. Hey, Jennifer. Why are you meeting me in this dark alley, Jennifer? I'm going to meet the others at Hannigan's. Try to get our minds off this craziness for a couple of hours before it all gets started again tomorrow. Want to join? No, can't do. Sorry, I want to be fresh in the morning tomorrow to get some paperwork sorted, but you try to have fun? No, we can go. I mean, we don't have to drink. We could just have some, you know, cheese fries or something. Sure, lead the way. Later that night. Here we are at Hannigan's. Psh, no way Louis the 16th was a victim. I had an uncle named Louis. There was nothing royal about that man. I'm just saying that he was caught between the pressures of the nobility and... Nah, I'm sticking to my picks. What kind of game are we playing? We're talking about Louis the 16th. You guys have a weird way of blowing off steam. Kiss MLK. Marry Lionheart. Kill Louis the 16th. Definitely. That's the way you want to do it? Well, I'm confident Rachel will make you many, many murderous crusader babies. Murderous crusader babies has a ring to it. Boss's turn. Right, let's see. Kiss, marry, kill. Lincoln, Gandhi, Thatcher. Margaret Thatcher? The Iron Lady? Yes, and Margaret Thatcher. I'll be kissing Lincoln. The man deserves a good night at the theater. I'll be kissing Gandhi to see him do the chastity squirm. Or, oh, I have to kiss the Iron Lady. Now, kiss Lincoln. I'll marry Gandhi, expecting minimal obligations from the affair. Or marry Thatcher, definitely want to end up a baron. Marry Gandhi, we'll just go right down the line. And unfortunately kill Thatcher. I never approved of her policies. Next round's on me. What a weird game. We're back from looking into one of the explosions. Office building, triggered after hours. Still 8 dead and 20 in the hospital. No relevant witnesses off the bat. We've spoken to the forensics, and it's like this. The big boom took place on the 13th floor. Is that how we talk about it, sir? The big boom? Come on, be a little more professional. A large quantity of explosive materials would have been required. The floor was closed, unpopulated. It was said to be refurbished in the coming months. We're going to head out again, canvass for witnesses, see if we can find any surveillance. Alright, you guys get out there and do that then. Success, success, fail. Tab, you keep failing at something you're supposed to be good at, man. We managed to find enough residue to determine some of the bomb's exact components and features. Mordecai, we haven't reached out to her, but we've got a lead on a girl whose boyfriend might be involved with the Liberation Front. We can try to convince her to talk to us. And again, Tab has failed to do something. We have lost a little bit of popularity among the people. The press, is neutral to us. And the authorities dislike us a little bit more. But, you know, I guess that's standard if we let some bombs explode. I mean, we didn't let it. Also, do we get a fourth person? Because there's a fourth place here. Your HR report is ready. Files declassified. Okay, what do we got? We got, who is this? Jennifer. Jennifer Reyes. Her motivation level is high. Extra aspects discovered in HR interviews or through background research have been added as classified entries to the agent's files. Given the following in integrating the agent's background, success probabilities have been calculated. Thank you very much. I needed those. The subject is well motivated and intends to pursue tasks to the best of their ability, though fatigue may reduce efficiency. Okay, we got Tab Thompson here. Moderate motivation level. The subject has variable motivation and confidence levels. They may feel fatigued or lacking ownership in the team's endeavors. And Mordecai, also the same. And then a blank. So we must get a fourth person. See what the newspaper says. Freedom Fighters, exclusive interview with former LF member. Okay, this is way too much. We're not reading this much. Sorry guys, this episode is already run long. We're not reading the newspaper. I'll scroll. Feel free to pause if you want to read. There you go. Unfortunately, you gotta like rewind and go forward and rewind and go forward, but there's the whole thing. Continue. So, we have some good news and some bad news. What is it, Mordecai? Good news is they add elevator cameras. They're set to take pictures after each press of the button. Bad news is what? The cameras were blown up? There seems to have been a single press to go to the 13th floor. Bad news is they weren't stored digitally, but printed. Crazy old school security manager. And the picture corresponding to the button press we're interested in was missing, of course. Foul play, likely. But, after several hours of trash digging, pardon if I smell, I was able to track down these scraps. I brought them with me. Oh, now we gotta do a mini game of putting a puzzle together? Just get all the pieces out, except for the ones that have a border. Thank you. Keep the border. Move these to the side. You're a border. You're a border. You're a border. You're not a border. You get over there. You're a border. You're a border. There, a border. Everywhere, a border. Border. Get out. Get out of here. Oh, that's probably a border. I can't really tell, but it seems that way. Okay, there's a corner. That's important. That's not really a border. I mean, that has to go with one of these people, but that's not a border. You. Nope. That's a corner there. So that's cool. There we go. Snap in place, please. Snap in place, please. Where's another side border? Must be one of these we neglected. There we go. There. Snap in place. Snap in place. Thank you. Thank you. Get out of here. Come back in, please. Oh, yeah. Use the pattern. You get up there because you're... I need a bottom. Are you the bottom? Yep. Of course you are, because you have that same pattern. And where's the bottom corner? Have I just flung it away? I'm sure we'll find it. There it is. So... Alright. Easy part done. so there's 3 people. Whose legs are these? Someone down here. It's got to be someone down there because that's the same pattern. Probably right about there. Ma'am? There you go. Yep. Now those are locked in place. Pants. Pants, go. And scene. Except for that man's missing his chest. There we go. So 3 people. 2 males, it appears. So that guy's a priest. Or at least he's dressed like a priest. 2 males and a female. This is who we're looking for. Find them. Bring them to me. We've tracked down the people in the picture. We've brought them in. We have them in the interrogation rooms. We have a sales specialist working in the building, a priest that runs the Humanitas charity, and their assistant protege. The case files are ready. Alright, well the case files are ready, so we are going to end this episode here. Again, sorry it took so long. I could edit it out, but obviously I haven't because you've seen it all, so you know it hasn't been edited. And you know it hasn't been edited because I'm lazy and I try not to edit. But thanks for joining me. Hope you enjoyed it, even with the extra long bits. And hope to see you again next time.